Okay, you guys, we're going to kick off the meeting now. Thank you all for being here. I'd like to introduce our sponsor, Bob Friedenthal from MyCity. Good morning, Bob. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Morning, Bob.
Would you want to, we have some guests, so please tell us a little bit about why we're all here.
Wait, say that again?
So we have some guests, a lot of guests today, so please tell us why we've gathered here every Friday.
Who invited you?
No, I'm asking you to start off telling us that, and then we'll go around the room.
Oh, well, let's put it this way. I call myself a LinkedIn lunatic. I've been on LinkedIn for 16 years, got started in the internet 31 years ago. And when I'm really having fun is several years ago, I wrote a software called the MyCity.com referral software. And we're getting just tons of people that are coming to us as a result of people referring other people. And I just love it. It's a lot of fun. So the key to understanding is I've done research and repeated the research again over the years. And they say that 60%, Harvard Business Review, Forbes magazine, Entrepreneur magazine say that 60% of most people's business comes to them by referral. And by the time it comes to you, you are already sold on that individual. So it's a lot easier to close somebody on a sale if they already know you via referral, right?
Correct.
Absolutely. So in short, we're all here for referrals. We're going to give referrals to each other and help grow our businesses. And this morning, each of you will have about 1 minute to introduce yourselves, tell us about your business and who you're looking to connect with. And if you're a guest, tell us who invited you and where you are located. And also for first timers, you can paste into the chat your contact information, especially including, if possible, your LinkedIn connection link. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Frank Garcia, you're first up. Good morning, Frank.
You're on mute, Frank.
There you go.
Say good morning. It's great to be here. Frank Garcia, Insurance KO. I've been in the business for 25 years. Insurance KO has, plus a few years behind that. I think best thing for me to do is just explain some of the cases that I'm working on. Currently working with an employer group that I was referred to by Russell, a 30-man group in Utah to get group medical insurance so he can keep his employees. Another case we're working on, I have about six life insurance cases that I'm working on. One life insurance case includes life insurance with long-term care, and the other 5 are all term insurance to protect the risk, mortgage, etc. I've got a case that I'm working on with a doctor that was referred to me to do long-term care planning for her. She sees everything that's going on in the aging health industry, and she doesn't want to be caught without long-term care in the future. So we're doing some planning for her on that. And then I've got 2 other people that are in the mid-50s, early 60s that are currently now looking at retirement very seriously. So they're going to take 30 to 40% off the table, out of the market, and put it into a personal guaranteed pension that'll give them a life income as long as they live, which I call mailbox money. We all need a certain amount of money coming in every month to pay for certain bills. Frank Garcia at Insurance KO, we're here to serve you, and we knock out the competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Cheryl McBride, good morning.
Good morning. What if you could leave funds for a house, for a car, for a child, grandchild, or for a cause? Buy a house for the kids and set them up for life. It's easier than you think. Clients say their experience was memorable. They felt like they were my only client. Book a time with me and we'll look at options for you. And I put my information in the chat about getting rid of that debt so that you can leave a legacy for your kids, if you want to, or for a charity.
Thanks,
And I
Cheryl.
work
Where
individually.
are you
walk them along.
located? I'm sorry,
I'm
where are
in
you
Mesa,
located?
sorry,
Mesa?
Mesa, Arizona.
Okay, and who invited you this morning?
Bob,
Fantastic. Thank you,
Thank you.
Cheryl. Emmeline, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I wasn't really prepared to say anything. I was invited today by my friend Sally, who is trying to get into LinkedIn and have to check with her. I am physically right now located in the US Virgin Islands on the lovely island of St. Croix. And I've been a licensed realtor for about 27 years. I'm licensed in Colorado. And we have spent our time between the two, and I've been there, and I had my own business for a number of years in my own real estate company, and then now I'm a broker associate with Novella Real Estate out of Greenwood Village. I just retired, so to speak, from real estate on the island because we'll be transitioning back to Colorado within the next year. So I am doing referrals. In fact, right before I came on here, a client just called me and he's got 5 properties that he wants to put back on the market. So I still have my fingers in it and I can do the referrals and I love it. I'm also a professional photographer, and I also recently published a coloring book called Color Me Crucian, based on my images of St. Croix, and that's available on Amazon.com. So I'm excited to reach out and meet new people, and I appreciate Sally inviting me today. Thank you. And I'll put my
Thank you.
contact information in the chat.
Yes, please. Okay, great. Betty, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. I was invited here originally by Bob, and we've gotten to know each other a little bit. I have to send you some pictures of the cars at the Concours de Le Mans. I'm Betty Withrow of the Writer's Launchpad. I do all things writing and creativity. I'm a ghostwriter, editor, author coach, content creator. I do presentation materials and video scripting. I also collaborate with a team for marketing solutions for businesses that give them what they really need, incorporating video and a comprehensive strategy to get you ranked on the major search engines. I'm looking for anybody who has a need for communication materials, especially people who are in the field of advancing consciousness of any kind. And I'm very happy to refer anybody that I find that that I know to someone else who might be able to use their services. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Betty. And you got it under a minute. Congratulations. Russell Lookadoo, good morning, sir.
Good morning, folks. Russell Lookadoo, the HR guy for small business. My purpose is to align a business owner's team with their dream. So if you know any business owners that are going, my employees are driving me nuts, or if you have a boss that's driving you nuts, give me a call. I align the purpose of the business with the employee programs and get people's leadership to the point where they can basically have a business that runs itself. So Russell Lookadoo out of California, working with clients anywhere in the country and the Virgin Islands. I'd love to go out there and work on a project. I've been there once. But again, looking to meet business owners and people that are trusted by business owners. And I appreciate Frank, you reaching out to Scott and that group. And hopefully that will solve a problem for him.
All right, referrals at work. I love it. Nathan DeJong, good morning, sir. Tell us who you are, who invited you, and what you do, who you're looking for.
Hey everyone, I'm Nathan DeJong, invited by Bob. I'm located in Washington, D.C. I'm with New York Life. So what I do is I provide solutions for people that are both inside and outside of the market to reach their financial goals, whether this is buying a house, retiring when they want to retire, or, you know, preparing for a child's education. The ideal client for me would be, you know, new families or someone going through a big life event, such as buying a house, getting married, getting divorced, having a kid. And I also work with small business owners as well, helping them, you know, with their bottom line as well as their employee retention. So that's a little bit about me, and thanks for inviting me, and happy to be here.
Good to have you.
Fantastic. Yep, great to have you. Next up, William Kremner. Good morning, William.
Good morning, Scott, and good day, everybody. I'm a profit acceleration coach. Small to medium-sized business owners hire us to double their profits in 12 months or less by using proven strategies in up to 22 areas of a business, all without spending more on marketing or advertising. We show them how to do much of this in advance of hiring us. Gang, a good referral for me is a business owner who wants to recession-proof their business, grow their business, beat the competition, increase profits, or indeed who are thinking about selling their business in the next year or two. Power networkers for me? Well, those would include bookkeepers, accountants, business lawyers, CPAs, financial advisors, business brokers, commercial insurance brokers, and payroll specialists. Let me leave you with this truth. The very first strategy we implement for typical clients, more often than not, pays for the investment in our services. My name is William, your friendly neighborhood business coach. Thank you, Russell.
And you're out of Florida, right?
Out of Tampa, Florida, serving clients nationwide.
And speaking of business brokers, Phil Wolfstein. Good morning, Phil. Tell
Morning,
us what
Scott.
you do in 1 minute. 1 minute. or
1 minute.
less.
Will do. Okay, it's Phil Wolfstein. I'm a certified business broker with Zoom Business Brokers. And what I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business. I'm the guy that will perform a professional broker opinion of value, determine that question, what is the business worth on today's market, arm's length to a qualified buyer, and then help to list, market, vet the buyers, write the contracts, agreements, go through due diligence, conditions of release, and deal with landlord issues relating to a new lease, assignment of a lease, or the sale of the property into escrow and a close. That's typically a 7 to 9 month process. And what I like to say is selling a business, it's a big deal, very important, and it's a process. It's not an event. And that's what I do.
Fantastic. Thank you, Phil. Eric Dickens, good morning.
Good morning to everyone and all. Great seeing everyone. So I am the solar guy. That's a short version. I help every home and business. I give immediate value to every home and business owner that you know. I increase their assets, their usually home or business, usually the biggest asset they have, give them great tax incentives, get control of this inflation thing we got called is really, really bad. Inflation-proof product and service, get money back, cash back, a lot of great things in a fixed payment, and using this thing called the sun, which is the same solar as the sun, all for zero out of pocket. What I'm doing right now, having a project with the church in LA, and they're paying, gosh, I think they were paying this month like $10,000 1 month, have them on a fixed amount of fixed payment for their utility bill, the biggest bill they have, of $1,100, and they're not spending one dime. There's no tax. I'm sorry. There's no credit. There's no financing. There's no debt for this program. So they're loving it. There are some tax incentives even for nonprofit. So they're loving that. The new rebate that the government's given nonprofits because they need to get with the sun and with this environmental thing. It's a whole big thing going on, unfortunately. So anyway, a lot of folks I can help. Appreciate your time. But the tagline is, call me a perfect medicine for Edison, or whatever utility you're paying right now. I'm in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Eric. Sally Gimmon. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning. I am the person who can't get on LinkedIn. My name is Sally Gimmon. I'm based out of just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I help people save federal taxes year after year and generation after generation. I just helped a gentleman with a pizzeria save $21,150 every single year. 2026, he's going to open a third location, and 2005 a third location, and 2006 a fourth location. I also just posted today about an NFT artist who sold a series of pictures, 1 through 100, on the meta world. She sold them in 14 days. That's considered royalties, and we saved her $21,718 on her profits from selling her pictures in the meta world. If I can help you save federal taxes, please contact me, thetrustisyou.com. It's legal, patented, and the IRS tax code 643B, like Bravo.
Bravo, Sally. Thank you so much. Curtis Lau. Good morning, Curtis.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Glad to be here. I was invited by Eric Dickens, and I'm glad to be here. I am a secret agent who lives in Temecula, California. Notice the spelling, S-E-A-C-R-E-T. Secret, a perfect referral for me is somebody, it's a Scottsdale-based company. A perfect referral for me is somebody that wants to look better with Dead Sea mineral products, skincare, nutritional products, feel better from inside out with Life by Secret. And also, I love to travel. Who doesn't? I help people travel for wholesale prices with Club Secret Travel Club. So if you know someone that wants to look better, feel better, or travel the world for far less than travel agent prices, I'd like to help them. I have the secret and I'd like to share it with them. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you so much, Curtis. And just make sure all our new folks to put your contact info in the chat. Great to have you here.
Curtis, is that the statue down in the Keys behind you?
That
Rio de
is
Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. You got to go there
Yeah.
sometime.
Oh, that's the one. in
Beautiful
Rio.
city.
Yeah, there's a similar statue in an underwater state park in Key Largo.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Curtis. Glad to have you here. Mina Cooper, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am located in California, Southern California. I'm in Westwood right now. I'm a certified trust and probate realtor and also dealing with divorce, probate, anything with dissolutions of relationships. And I also have a tax firm. So we focus on estate returns. So we help the estate resolve everything in a timely fashion because everybody has their own leg when it comes to inheritance and divorce. And I oversee everything, help with the real estate assets and tax matters. And California, Arizona, for me, probate attorneys are good, bankers, financial advisors, and working together. Thank you.
That's awesome. So are you actually an attorney and a realtor?
No, I have a tax firm, so I have enrolled agents, bookkeepers that work for me. So we help the executors as well with bookkeeping because it's a laboring job if there's a large estate. And then we oversee I'm licensed in Arizona and California and New York, but I oversee real estate assets all over the country. So if there's a large estate that has real estate assets everywhere, I will oversee the sales of that because you need to close everything out and there's a lot of more people involved. And usually that detains the estate from closing. And that's not a good thing. You want to close it out and have everything done as quickly as possible. And the attorneys do what they do and everybody does what they do. So we do the tax if needed and the real estate. I have real estate agents all over the world. So I'm able to oversee that to make sure everything closes in a timely fashion so they can close out the estate.
Mina, do you also oversee the sale of businesses? Like if, for example, if an estate,
Yeah, if they have one, yeah. If they have one, sure. I mean,
well, we should connect and see. Yeah, we should connect because maybe a good referral, mutual referral there.
Where are you located?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, do you see my info? I have my phone number on there.
I do. I'll give you a call.
give me a call. Perfect.
Perfect. Here's the magic at work, folks.
Thanks
Thanks for being here, Mina. We appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you for having
Good
me.
morning, Corey Northington. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, and hello to everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Friday morning, wherever y'all located. And I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield. I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama. I help empower individuals, families, and small business owners with legal and identity theft needs. You can consider my service like the Netflix of legal and identity theft. So for a monthly fee, you have the ability to talk to an attorney without worrying about the high cost of one. So it is a nationwide and also in the province of Canada. It's been around for over 50 years. So I've been an independent associate with them for 14 years coming into next month, and been able to help a lot of people with these amazing services. So I can help as far as like getting duty plans, get your estate done. We can talk about taxes. We can talk about any legal thing that's going on, whether it's copyright, trademarks. You need to have your documents and contracts reviewed. And also we help with employee benefits as well, and also small business plans. So I left my information in the chat. I'm also on LinkedIn, and be glad to network and talk to anyone that's here. And thank you so much for the opportunity to speak, Scott. And I was invited by Bob and also a young woman named Jackie from New Jersey. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to speak once again, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Corey. Really appreciate it. Gavin Dowd. Good morning, Gavin.
Good morning. Thank you. My name is Gavin Dowd with NetWolf Cyber. We are a cybersecurity company that follows NIST for helping companies stay cybersecurity compliant, the U.S. government. And good referral partners is business brokers, attorneys, CPAs, and anybody really who works closely with business leaders. And Bob referred me today. Thank you.
Thanks, Gavin. Good to have you back. And we have a new guest, Kiana Langfeld. Good morning. Tell us who invited you and tell us about yourself and who you'd like to meet.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. Oh, okay, there we go. I didn't know if I was on mute still. Scott is actually the one who invited me. I met him down in Seal Beach Chamber in California. My company is Pivot Point Advantage, and I'm the business or the director of business development. And basically what we focus on at Pivot Point is mindset and sales. And so we do business coaching and training where we help small business owners, solopreneurs and small entrepreneurs and salespeople really up-level their business, because we work on the mindset so that everywhere they go, they follow and they can bring their best selves into the business and into sales. And once they do that, then we teach sales to really get the skill set that's needed to create their best business. And so anybody who falls into that, that's the type of person I'm looking for. And did I miss anything else? Do I have to say anything else? I don't think so. And I'm in California. So thank you. I'm Kiana.
Thanks, Kiana. Glad to have you here. Would you say that most entrepreneurs' biggest hesitation is sales or referrals or procrastination? Which of the three would you say?
Well, really, it's probably the procrastination and the self-doubt, because a lot of people have self-doubt on whether they can achieve what they want, or the lack of confidence to ask for referrals, ask for the close, because so many people have so many great products, and if they don't know how to confidently step into their business in whatever environment they're in, then that's when we see sales and leadership and just the company in general fall down a little bit.
Fantastic. And I know that you work on mindset very, very deeply. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Dino Fulton, good morning, sir. Tell us who you are, who invited you, who'd you like to meet?
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Dino, like the Flintstones. I was invited by Eric. Thank you, Eric. I live in Eastville, California. I help small businesses that are struggling to attract more leads and prospects. I help them implement Fortune 500 strategies that triple their leads, double their sales, and significantly increase their cash flow. My ideal referral partners are business brokers, CPAs, and I do hold a monthly business and breakfast workshop. If you're locally, it's free to attend at the Holiday Inn in Chino Hills. And I did put my LinkedIn information in the chat. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dino. It's a little bit of a drive, but I'm feeling pretty hungry right now. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Mitchell Posen. Good morning, Mitchell.
Good morning, Scott. I'm trying to remember exactly who invited me the first time I came here, and I think it was you. Best I recall, I think it was at a Newport Beach Chamber event, probably.
Very likely.
But that was a while back when I was touting my business coaching business, which I'm still in, but that's not really why I'm here today. I'm here in the group now because I have gotten into a program that through my business coaching that provides business degrees, and that can be either undergraduate or probably for this group mostly going to be MBA degrees. And the two main things that stop people from getting MBAs that might otherwise want to get one or think they might need one are time and money. It takes too much time, they think, and it costs too much money. Those are both problems we can solve with Doucere. The people I'd like to meet are other coaches like Kiana and Dino and William, who I've spoken to, and as well as anybody else who is dealing with business owners who either want to get further degrees themselves because they think that a degree, an MBA might help them the way they think that having a business coach might help them. So they're already motivated to improve their business, as well as business owners who think that having more educated employees might help their business, as well as individuals who are seeking employment and would like to have something more on their resume than they have now. So that's what I do, Mitchell Posen. I'm located in Newport Beach, California.
Thank you, Mitchell. I know personally I've investigated the Doucere program, and it's fantastic. And I've always thought, well, I have my undergraduate, that's good enough, but I see a lot of my associates with advanced degrees, and that's a little bit envious. But then when I started looking at the program, I realized there's so much I can learn that will help expand my business knowledge and help me grow my business.
Well,
so I urge everyone to connect with Mitchell to learn more about the program.
Yeah, I mean, I think any of the business coaches here listening to you are thinking that the mindset that you at least had is all too familiar to them. People who think, well, yeah, I mean, I probably could do better, but I'm busy with my business right now, and don't realize that that's the whole problem, is they're too busy with their business.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for being here, Mitchell.
Thanks for
Alan
having me.
Holmes. Good morning.
See if I can unmute here. Good morning. Nice to see good new faces here. My name is Alan. I'm out of Southern California, and I specialize in connecting business owners, whether they're home base or storefront, entrepreneurs with new ideas, technologies, as well as the everyday consumers with unique and innovative resources. In short, I call myself a human search engine. I love collaborating, connecting, and networking with various different businesses. I had the honor and privilege of collaborating, connecting with Sally Guyman, who I'm an affiliate for her for great trust. So if she's having problems on LinkedIn, if you reach out to me, you'll have access to her wonderful video that she put together. And also Bert Franklin, who's not here. I became an affiliate with him this morning, or this week, with various different templates that he has to help grow your business, whether you're trying to prepare your business for funding or need policies and procedures. He is an amazing template. And I also like to collaborate with anyone who has new ideas, who is just trying to grow their business or they're trying to grow their community of referrals. I have access to many, about 2,200 on LinkedIn and through Bob's help and some other strategic partners I met here. We collaborate with different ideas. So let me know how I can be of service to you. Let's have a one-on-one, and it's nice to see all new faces. Thank you so much for attending the wonderful world of MyCity. Thank you so much, Scott.
Thanks, Alan. We had a nice productive phone call last week, and you are indeed the human search engine. You are really well connected. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Eileen Dawson, good morning.
This is my first time here, and Alan Holmes graciously introduced me and suggested I come. I am a certified Ramsey money coach, and I work mostly with individuals and couples in the area of personal finance. Many of my clients are living paycheck to paycheck and need help with the credit cards, the student loans, and the vehicle loan debts. But some actually just want, tune-ups, and they just want to have some guidance that they're doing the right thing. And I do also some group work for small companies, work with some HR people to bring, an hour training or so on personal finance. So that's what I do. Thanks.
And Eileen, where are you based out of?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so you work virtually as well as in person?
I do, yeah. It's funny because most of my clients are not in Massachusetts, which is interesting. And many of them are in Texas, Florida, Georgia. I'm not sure why, but that tends to be where a lot of my clients are. And they're not necessarily referring each other all the time either. So Zoom's been good to me.
Yeah, Massachusetts, like California, has a lot of people that are the exodus to those warmer climes that you just mentioned. But
that's a good point, Scott.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'd rather be in Massachusetts. It's a beautiful place.
It's pretty hot down there right now.
Yeah, it is. Bert Franklin, you snuck in just under the wire. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all. Burke Franklin, Business Power Tools. Thanks, Scott. Alan was just talking about the templates. It's an online dashboard full of done-for-you templates to do all that stuff that you probably haven't done, should do, don't want to do, want to pay somebody to do, but it's done for you. Business Plan Builder has been around 30 years, helping people write business plans for startups, for raising capital, that turns into a strategic plan, a playbook, whatever you want to call it. And ultimately, at the other end of the spectrum, for selling your business, you want to have a brochure that really it paints a picture of the bright, shiny upside of this business and validates the value of it. So Business Power Tools, book an appointment with me. I'll give you a quick tour and show you what it looks like, because it's kind of unusual. Anyway, thanks a lot.
I urge everyone to get a demo with Burke. His product it's amazing.
Where are you located?
Santa Barbara, California.
Not a bad place to be, right, folks?
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, I'm going to give a short presentation about using Google, but I'll first just introduce myself to everyone. My name is Scott Harrell. My business is Lifetree Prosperity. I'm a consultant specializing in business overhead reduction through government and other programs. And I'm also a insurance broker specializing in life, health, Medicare, annuities, long-term care, and disability. And I'm a part-time coach. I help some of my clients just pro up their business, but I'm also looking at helping folks who are actually retired and has said to me, I always thought about starting my own business. So I'm dealing with people at a brand new level and helping them with business tools. So with that note, I'm going to do a screen share. And before I do that, actually, can I get a show of hands who has used Google My Business or the Google Business Tools? A few of you. Okay. All right. Let's do this real quick. All right. Everybody knows about Google. And I encourage everyone to have a Gmail account in addition to whatever business domains they're using. I actually have 4 different Gmail accounts, but just for demonstration purposes today, I'm going to show you that you need to get signed up with Gmail. And once you have a Gmail account, you get access to a lot of other tools that Google offers. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great. So a good place to start, and I'll tell you why in a minute, is the Business Profile Manager, which used to be called Google My Business. You may have heard of that. And this is a way to get you literally on the map and get you out so that people can see your business through SEO. So you can show your business. You can use multiple locations, but you can just focus on one today. And then if you haven't done this yet, this is what it's going to do for you. It's no cost, and it helps you reach more people. And click on here to start managing your business.
Wait, what did you click on?
Manage your business
Okay.
was the only option there. So I'm actually, because I've already created one using my other Gmail account, I'm going to go to that real quick. So manage now, that's the one. So as I mentioned, I have multiple Gmail accounts, and I've set up my profile already. So there are different fields you click on, and you can start with edit profile. This is where you can enter all the basic information about your business name, a description of the type of business. And the more you can put into these, the more likely you're going to be seen by the search engines. So the algorithms like content.
No call?
Nope.
I actually did keep that bathroom seat. It's back there. We
Oh, it is?
really clean it up though.
What is it, underneath the porch?
Yeah, it's underneath.
Nice.
Okay, Eileen, you need to mute. Thank you. All right, so about is the first tab. Enter your business name, type the category of business, how to be reached, phone numbers, website addresses, and locations. It's my address in Long Beach. Hours of business. And then more, you could talk about different languages, if you have access for people with special needs, and if you want to have more information about, depending on the type of business, what's relevant. A key one is the service area. So I've entered a whole bunch of cities that are in LA and Orange counties. So if you can get your business name connected with a city location, someone doing a search, you say insurance agents in Encinitas, it's more likely that I'll come up if I have that information entered here. It's very simple. So you could do this over time. Take you a couple of hours to get the basic stuff in place, and you can add some photos that'll appear. You'll see mine in a minute when I go back to a different screen. It's acting a little strange, but another key thing is reviews. So I'm in a project now where I'm soliciting reviews from my clients, but also from other associates, because it's been demonstrated that if you have 50 or more reviews in Google, you're going to be much more visible. So you get a good chance of coming up like in the first page of the search engines. So if you click on get more reviews, it leads you into how you want to try to reach your audience to get reviews. So you could do that with email or WhatsApp or Facebook. And then you click on the link, which will allow people to see the review. So just for example, this information will come up to your email recipient. Can you guys see my email? Probably not.
see your review link.
Okay. Let's just switch it. Well, it's not really important. But the main point is that this is something I'd like to do with members of my city, is we can exchange reviews with each other. And you have to do it kind of on a one-on-one basis. But it's a great opportunity to help bolster the number of reviews you get. And you can do it organically as well. So if you are in constant contact with your clients, they would be able to respond to the reviews. You could even incentivize them, like, free cup of coffee or an ebook or whatever you want to use. Let me just show you what that looks like in Facebook. Things got moved around, so I'm having trouble switching the screen sharing.
That's really interesting. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, I guess that's all we need to. So if anybody wants to do this with me, like over Zoom or over telephone, we can do some of those together. I don't know if you folks remember Phyllis Aaronstein has been here a few times. I'm working with her. We're going to have like a review party, and just because she has a list of names, I have a list of names. So if you just spend some time to reach out, and it'll make a huge difference. So if I can quickly do another share to show Google. Oh, there's the Facebook link. Just putting in my company name. All this information appears in Google about my company. Can you guys see that? See the graphics on the right-hand side? And it shows a lot of my other connections, including MyCity. So the point being, the more content you put out there that Google sees, the greater visibility you'll have.
Scott, is that a home address or an actual business address?
Well, in my case, it's both, but you can use either. I recommend, of course, you use a business address. And if you have just a mailbox, a little tricky, Google doesn't always like that, but they'll tell you if they don't like it. You do have the option to just list your city and state. Okay. Any other questions? Curtis.
I have a question, Scott. Two things. Is this more for a brick and mortar business, or would an at-home business like myself benefit for this? Last question is, do I have to type in every city in the world because I am worldwide?
You only have to put in what you want to be associated with. So to answer your first question is yes, virtual businesses, you do have to have a location. So in your case, it would be, was it Temecula? So you'd use Temecula, California as your location, but because you are a virtual business with a worldwide audience, you could put in some of the locations you want to be associated with. So you could say Brazil, Virgin Islands, Hawaii, whatever, places that you are featuring with your business.
Wherever you make the most money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sally, you had a question too? You're welcome. You muted. There you go. Not hearing you.
Very good. Scott, if we're done, I've got something I'd like to share with the group here.
Okay, I got one more question from Eileen.
Okay.
Scott, I had a question. I get hung up, like I have a profile, but it's not visible because it keeps saying I have to be verified. And supposedly someone had said they're supposed to get like a postcard in the mail, but that it just never happens. So am I not putting in the address correctly, or is there a different way to get verified?
Yeah, there are other ways to get verified, including like two-factor authentication. So you can connect it with an email address and maybe a form of ID if they ask for it, like a copy of your driver's license,
Okay.
as well as the email. And you should get notification by email.
Okay. Thank you.
So if you might want to just try submitting it again, or just do a search for, can't fix authentication or whatever it's the verification. Sally, did you get your question answered? Still can't hear you. Okay, we'll have to try that later. Phil, I'm going to give you the floor. Got a couple minutes.
All right, great. Yeah, I just want to share. Thank everyone. We ran a little test last week, and what it was is I had posted some information about what is a certified business broker and how it can be of benefit, or how we can service clients out in the marketplace. And I asked everybody if they would share that on LinkedIn. It was so much share and also repost it. And the idea here was just to get out that information to as many people as possible. What is a certified business broker? Like, something very fundamental, because 80% of business owners don't even know that that service exists, that even aware of that. And I just wanted to share that on that. We had a total of 11 reposts, and you could actually go on and see that. But on the analytics, it shows that there was a total of 636 impressions, and 18% of the impressions were from companies that were 10,000 or more employees, 16% from 11 to 50 employees, 12% 1 to 10, and 12% 50 to 200. So I would say that was a very successful effort, I think, to get that many people that hopefully were able to get that information. So what my suggestion might be that every week, one of us takes a post. If you're posting on LinkedIn and you have some information to get out there, maybe we put it in the chat, copied the chat, put it into your LinkedIn and reposted it. I got a pretty good response, so pretty good visibility by doing that. And that might be something we can do in a few minutes. Have someone, in advance, put it in there. And while we're talking, put that in and repost and make a comment. You can also make a comment, add your information and name at the top of that repost, so you get some visibility yourself. Anyway, thank everyone for that test and for the good result.
I love that, Phil. In fact, if you could you repost the URL for your post in LinkedIn into the chat?
Sure.
Be great.
I have
every week I have in my calendar to do a posting party with this group. Never seem to get around to it. It's just we're busy, right? But yeah, we
are busy. Yeah,
got to make the time.
What I like to do, and thank you, Phil. I want to follow up with you individually on this topic, and then I'm going to work with Bob. We can send an email to everybody to just repeat the instructions on how to do this, and also invite people who want to participate. So basically the concept is create a post in LinkedIn and then have other people repost and maybe add additional comments. So the post goes viral and you'll get a lot more activity that way.
Very good. I just put the post link in there. So if you click on that, you go to your LinkedIn, and then you just put repost and put your information or hashtags at the top, and that's getting that information out there. So we're happy to share it.
Fantastic. Well, we've actually got 5 minutes. So if anybody would like to make a comment or have a question about marketing.
Well, not about marketing, but I do. But Russell, I've got a great referral, a client that I want to talk to you about maybe after 10:30. And Frank, that might bleed into some insurance needs as well as we go forward.
Yeah, 10:30 works. I've got a meeting till 10 and then one at noon.
Yeah, this is an important client, the introduction there.
Absolutely.
Also would like to add, Scott and I, we and I discussed last week that if we have had a one-on-one with anyone in the group, and we should share that information with the group with our, on our Friday mornings. What our experience was, how well, what we got from that exchange, and it was kind of like a third party, kind of testimony. When hearing someone else share what they're doing from their meeting that they had with them, how the connection made, just in general, just kind of a follow up. And I think it kind of sits well and helping other folks in the group see the value and taking the time to have a one-on-one with that same person.
By the way, I just counted the number of referrals that were given over the week, this previous week. There were over 20 referrals given. So congratulations, you guys. Referrals are the name of the game. It's a lot easier to close somebody that's been referred than trying to, just cold call somebody. They say 60% of new business comes from referrals. So thank you for posting that. And I like the activity that our people are posting. Makes a big difference. The referrals. If you
I think we're going to see a boom, a large increase in using the referral tools that are built into MyCity. It's very powerful. And I know Bob's promoting that, but for a reason. It's going to help us get more referrals and also become known as someone who is going to give referrals. So it's the old give and take. And
Bob, I should add on the referrals, when you post it on LinkedIn, when once I make a referral, I see that it's being posted on my LinkedIn account that someone referred someone to someone else. I'm getting between 150 and 300 impressions on each one of those.
Wow.
So it's getting noticed. So people are noticing when there's a referral there, people are looking at it. They want to see who is it and who's introduced to who.
It's only an obsession of mine.
it's a magnificent obsession.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
Tell my wife.
Thank you all, my regulars. Thanks for being here. And our guests, fantastic to meet you all. Hopefully you'll come again and you'll be able to reach out and connect with each other. I encourage one-on-ones by phone, by Zoom. And also we look forward to seeing you again next Friday.
Thank you, Scott.
Great meeting, everyone.
Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Appreciate it.
Good
All right.
stuff. Talk to you guys.